And yes, we're back. We're back again in Fernbus. We're back again to carry on this interesting way of taking football teams around the country. Where currently we are, well, losing money. We're not doing well at all. It's the Bundesliga DLC. We're supposed to be transporting Bremen around, but it's not done well. We'll jump back in. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're new to my videos, welcome. There's been a few Fernbus videos. It makes up for the periods where I didn't do any. If you're watching this on Twitch, yes, it's been about half an hour. World's quickest shopping trip ever. We'll click on resume game. So we finished off up in Augsburg where we lost the game. And now we've got to make the return journey. So we've got to take the rather dejected team back to our home base in Bremen. So it's night time, it's Augsburg. We've got to go down to the bus, which is 800 meters in that direction. But first of all, we'll look at the ranking. So here's our team, Bremen. We are now 11th in the league. We've played 8 games. We've had 3 wins, 2 ties and 3 defeats. Not so good. Thanks, Graham. Our bus is pretty much damaged. There's only 2 panels on the bus that aren't damaged. Tyres are getting low, brakes are getting low, suspension's doing okay. Everything else seems to be okay-ish, so we've got to get that sorted out at some point. Bus is reasonably clean. We're running out of fuel. We've got 26% left. We have 47% when we came up here. And I filled it up. So that should get us back, hopefully. We will see. 83% stocked up with food and drink. That was full, and all I did was pick up the team from the train station and brought them to the stadium. So they're going to eat all that on the way back, aren't they? And then complain there hasn't been enough. Our budget, we got €16.60 left out of a €7,500 budget. And we've got to get back to Bremen on that. Going to be interesting. Because if we have to get loaned any more money, then we're going to get a sack, basically. So what we've got to do is get on our coach, which to do that I've got to walk all the way around this railing. Because there isn't a... What are you doing sat there? Because there isn't a way through. So we've got to get on our coach. Our team will be stood waiting by the coach. Then we've got to make the return journey back to Bremen with the team. If we can make it back there accident free. Streamed some Omsi 2 this weekend. First time playing it for months. I've trained sim addiction getting in the way of my busing. I haven't done Omsi for a while. I might do some Omsi. I can't actually see where we're supposed to be going. I might do some Omsi over the next couple of days actually. I need to record some because I haven't done any in ages. See, now I'm stuck this side of this wall again. But I can't jump over. I can't actually see now. I'm going to end up in the ground then. Like around here. No. I can't, actually quite bright in my my room as well, so I can't actually see the screen. No, I think I'm still stuck this side of the wall. I cannot see where I'm supposed to be going. No, I'm still this side of the wall. Damn it. Right, bear with me 2 seconds. Well, that didn't actually help. Let's put my blackout blind up at my window to see if it helped me being able to see in the dark. It doesn't. I walked down up some steps to get up here. I cannot see. Of course, it was daylight when I came up. I'm actually going to have to go out onto the road. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to walk down the road. Yeah, that's not good, is it? I might have to inform of that. There's no way at Augsburg Stadium of getting up from the car parking. To the coach. And of course the guy can't run. So this is a long way round. And yeah, he's driving into a coach, which thankfully isn't mine, so that's a bit of an AI error. Right, okay. Found a way back to the coach. Let's get on board. Reset track IR. Track IR is working fine. Ignition on. Engine on. Lights on. The team is on board, so they're on the back, which if you haven't seen the inside of the coach, we've now got tables and stuff. So there are tables there and some rather nice seating so they can all sit and hopefully relax on the journey back. Okay, so we've got to go all the way back now, and we haven't turned the air conditioning on. Hopefully we've got enough fuel to make it back. That's my worry. $566 kilometers is the journey back. Can we make it on the 26% of fuel we've got left in the coach? God knows what's going to happen if we run out of fuel. I've actually mapped a main beam button now, so at least we'll be able to see something. Might as well leave it on, and it's not really going to affect other road users. I'm not going to get flashed out like we do in ETS2. Fuel is definitely going to be the concern. So here's the coach on the outside if you haven't seen it. In the Bremen livery. Looking very dirty as well. So when I get some more budget, I'm going to have to clean the thing. At the moment I'm lacking in budget, and we're also in a traffic jam. So that's the thing. Graham, thanks for the host, much appreciated. Always one of those things, isn't it, when you're trying to get out of somewhere, you're not getting stuck in traffic. Come on. I think we're going to be here a while. all that queue all the way down there. He's probably letting like 2 or 3 cars go at a time. So we won't get through on the next... Oh, we've got people coming in from the side as well, just to add to the... Where did he come from? I think what we'll do is we'll get halfway and then we'll check on the fuel status. If there's somewhere we can park, then I'll do that. If we ever get out of the town, of course. I could just go down the outside of the traffic, I suppose. But now this guy's pushed in. Then there's traffic queuing up down there as well. It's a bit of a gridlock situation that they can't go till we go. And it's letting like 1 or 2 cars through at a time. Come on. Let's be doing the going forward thing. Come on. This is obviously a football match traffic coming out of the stadium. But the road in front is also busy, so it's a bit of a bad junction. So we can't go because they're blocking the junction. So our lights must go green not long after their lights go green. And we're down to a single lane as well, going in both directions. That's not helping. Whereas normally other traffic lights, there'd be one for right hand turn, one for left hand turn. So we could be here a while. This is using up valuable fuel. I can't afford to use this. See, now we'll change to green. And they're blocking the junction. I can't go down the outside of the traffic because they're blocking the junction and I need to be the other side of them. You have to use a certain bus. Thought about buying the comfort class to use this DLC. Guess I don't need to. This bus comes with it. Easy, Tiger. Where are you going? You just push in then. This bus comes with it, but you can use any bus you like. I can recommend the comfort class. It is awesome. So he's just pushed in. Come on. I remember another town like this in this game where you couldn't get out of the town because of the gridlock traffic. See, now I like to go in green. The only people that can go anywhere are the ones turning right. Then they'll move because their lights turn green. But then when their lights turn red, they block the junction again. So their light's still green. The left-hand turn. It's their left-hand turn lane is causing the problems. Now we're going to sit in now until their light turns green again. But in the interim, our light turns green. There we go. So we turn green. Nothing moves. Because it can't. Yeah, the problem is stuff coming from the left to the right that wants to then turn left is blocking this junction. Now that van should move, but we're not going to move now until our lights turn green again. By that time they block the junction again. There we go, so theirs is... Yeah, the air traffic is set to 100. I like the realism of that. It's not very often you get this though. And yeah, you did say the return journey might be interesting. Right, our light should now turn green. There's nothing yet blocking the junction. So we should be good to go. There we go. Unless any of this lot want to turn right, in that case they can't. Damn it. Right, I'm just going to slightly run the light. Otherwise we sat there for days. Right, so speed cameras are definitely going to be an issue if we get them, because we've got like 16 euros in the bank. We don't really want any collisions. So when we get back to Bremen, if we get back to Bremen, if we don't run out of fuel, then the next game is going to be a home game, so that's not going to cost me anything, and then I should get my budget replaced. You're seriously going to sit there, are you? No, you are going to go, okay. When my budget's replaced, problem is I then need to do so much to the coach. I don't need to do any service work, I don't think. That might survive another trip, but I might need to repair the panels. So that could be a thing. But does it matter if I don't repair the panels? What happens? It might be a dented coach, but it'll be a clean one. All these things we've got to learn, see? I'm going through the pain so you don't have to. And now occasionally this game does turn into traffic light sim. Occasionally. I don't want anybody putting out in front of me. No, we're all good. Right, 50 speed limit. Should be good on that. We'll get over into that right hand lane. So I'll leave the main beam on so at least we can see something on the road. We'll find out at the end of the journey what they think of your dents. That's true actually. It was just the cleanliness of the coach I think was the issue. It wasn't the dentiness of the coach. Which team is most central to the map? I think someone said Frankfurt. Probably a good one to go for. But now, you know, I should have had all of the long distance ones out the way now. So we'll see if the next one is less of a distance. Unless no my luck, I'll get the last one. And what we'll do is about halfway, when we're at about 250, 280 kilometers, when we pass a parking point, I'll pull in and we'll check the fuel level. Well, you examine the link I posted in gaming, you'll be able to see which are central. Okay. Well, there you go. So those of you that haven't joined the Discord server, Larwood's posted a link on the Discord server. And you'll see which teams are central to the map should you be buying the DLC and want to pick a team that's central so that your journeys are all of roughly equal distance. A good reason to join the Discord server. The link for that will appear in the next 10-15 minutes in chat, if Nightbot's doing its thing. Okay. We should have enough fuel. 26%. We had 47% on the way up. But I did put some in, didn't I? I will have to check. I'll find somewhere with fuel. But I've only got like 16 euros, so I can't put much in. It's going to make it an interesting journey back, put it that way. Sadly, there are none at the dead centre. Well, and there we go. If you're not in Discord, click on the link there, join the Discord server. Larwood's posted a map showing where the teams are. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will put a link in the description below for the Discord server as well. I would fail at everything without Larwood. Despite the fact that he's the other side of the world, he's here for every single stream. Yeah, I'd probably just be sat here going, how did this game work? Right, then while I'm only doing 90. Let's pedal to the metal and go, go, go. It's only better having main beam on, at least we can see some stuff now. But it's a shame that all these journeys back will be at night. Although, you know, 20 past 7 at night, we started in August, it was dark. Oh god, now it's raining. It was dark then. Right, we're passing a fuel station, so you can play a bit of fuel light roulette. I wonder if there is a fuel light that will come on this. I definitely need to watch out when I come into Bremen, because that speed camera has caught me every single time so far. So that's going to be a thing. If we make it that far, if we don't run out of fuel first. Definitely does make it more playable now, this game with the DLC. considering I've spent, what, 7 or 8 hours in the game in the last day. And even doing these sort of long journeys, I've not got bored with it. Whereas I wouldn't dream of doing that sort of journey playing Fernbus on its own. But that is what the game is all about, is doing those long journeys. So I've got to take the football team back to Bremen now, if you've just joined, from the last game we had and lost in Augsburg. So we're in a bespoke coach. And the idea is now that you've got to drive your football team, your chosen football team, to and from its away games. Although I haven't driven any to the game yet. I've driven the coach there empty, they've got the train. And then drive them back again. And as a bit of fun, you can also then follow the football team on the league and watch a sort of cheesy little football match to see how your team does. So far, we're dropping down the league, Bremen. Yeah, it's a lot. I didn't know what to expect for this one. I wasn't able to be involved in the beta testing of this, but it's completely not what I expected. It's a lot better than I expected. It's so nice to have a purpose to go, rather than just you pick a route and say, oh, I'll just drive from there to there. Now it's a case of you've got to drive from here to here, and here's the reason why. Right, I want to slow down because I don't want to get done for speeding. It's an 80 through here, despite the fact that the sign's above, say, 70. Sat nav says 80. So I don't want any speeding tickets, I don't want any accidents on the way back, because the club has said that if I go over my budget again, which I've done twice so far, that I'll basically get sacked. And I don't want to do that. So I've put a little amount of fuel in the thing. I've stocked them up with drinks and snacks and stuff in the back. So they should be okay. But it's now whether I can make it back without any accidents and on this amount of fuel. So I had 26% fuel when I left. I will stop when we're down to about 250k and see how much fuel we've got left. Hopefully we can make it. You may even get a warning come up saying that, you know, low fuel or whatever. I'll have to wait and see. So the coach is full of dents. It's not too bad cleanliness wise. I think if it's above a certain percentage they seem to be quite happy. And it is running out of fuel. Damn it, I'm speeding through there again. Definitely cannot afford to get done for speeding. Can't be a thing. So the waypoint over there says 469k, the sat nav says 763. There is a known issue there, which, as I said, I did report to TML this morning, and they're going to be looking into it. They're also bringing out a tutorial in readiness for the game's release on the 30th, just 3 days time. It's due to be released. so far. Well worth the 20 euros cost. Because I want to get to the end of the league. I want to survive. I want to see what happens actually, because they've got there's only 2 panels on the coach that aren't dented. Not that I want to get them dented, but what happens if I don't repair the coach? I know the service parts are coming down. Tyres are at like 50% now, so tyres are an issue. I don't know about everything else. So another couple of 100k will stop the can and keep an eye on that fuel level. I'm guessing we have got the ability to run out of fuel. And is there a recovery thing that will automatically take you back to your home garage maybe? Don't know. I don't actually want to run out of fuel to test that, because that'll definitely get me sacked. So I'm hoping we put enough in to be able to get us back. The fuel station there, which hopefully will pass another one. Because we've still got a long way to go. We've done 100k. I'm really glad I got 4 beam mapped, otherwise it would just be that. It doesn't look too bad here when it's lit up by street lights. But get back out in the darkness and it looks a bit bleak. You're going to pull out on me, aren't you? Yeah. GG AI. You just pull out. I'll probably get someone come up the inside where I can't see. Now he's going to slow down because that's going to be a thing. Or maybe not. So there'll be a lot of night driving involved if you get the DLC, because you take the coach up at the moment, from what I've seen anyway. Take the coach up on the Friday in the daylight, pick up the team where it's pretty much getting light the following morning, and then drive back in the dark. So one of the journeys will be in the dark. But I'm hoping that there'll be one of them where we don't just book a hotel and stuff. There's got to be a game close to Bremen where I'm going to pick the team up from the ground in the morning and then drive them to the game. That hasn't happened yet. They've always got the train. Game seems to be running a lot smoother, whether it's because I put it on my SSD now, or whether it's just the optimization that they've been doing. It seems to be running really, really nice. Certainly loads a lot quicker. I need to buy another SSD and get all my games put onto it. Right, you're going to pull out in front of me, aren't you? How they do that? It's just YOLO. Can't actually see the fuel gauge. Good old track IR. Right, let's pull back in. Okay, the moon's looking in interesting shape. Get over. Right, 375k, another 120 or so. If we see a fuel station, we'll stop and judge our fuel level. Those awkward sticky out things, so we've got to come off up here. By the looks of things, I mean, it's looking in normal shape now. That's quite strange. Right, 366 to go. We can do it. Hopefully. I'm very wary of speed limits. Trying not to get done. Oh, stupid junction which confuses the AI. Yeah, because he just pulls over to there now. Thank you for that. So he would have crashed into me then. It'd have been his fault. Because I was in my lane, he just pulled into me, and yet I would have been penalised for that, obviously. $354, and that was a big bend to go. It is nice driving at night, but it'd be nicer to see the scenery as well. Because all we get is stars. You're going to slow down in front of me, aren't you? Yep, thought that was going to be a thing. And then you're going to speed up. Right, so here's another fuel one. So we want one at about 100k. We should make it, hopefully. I'm going to stay in this lane because they're going to come out of the services again and come straight out into that inside lane. Or maybe not. I get so worried when I return to the right because you can't see anything in the mirrors. You've just got to go for it. I think the coach should have blind spot warning, really. Where's my marker? There we go. So 326, the waypoint over there says. If you look at the sat nav, if you can see it, it says 734. So definitely a broken issue there. So TML are aware, and hopefully that'll be fixed by the time the game releases in a couple of days' time. If you're watching this on YouTube, last week. So they're going to moan that I've run out of drinks and snacks, despite the fact they're the ones that ate them all. They shouldn't moan about the cleanliness of the coach, because that seems to be fine. I haven't been done for speeding yet, so I shouldn't have got any speeding violations or being caught by camera. They will probably moan about the fact that I do speed, because there are times when I'm over the speed limit. As long as overall they're happy and I don't cost any more money, I should be fine. Problem is then, what do I do when I get the new budget? Do I not repair, try and go through another month without servicing and repairing anything, just put fuel in so I can get to another month's budget and then repair the coach? And just try and be really careful. Difficult. Tactics come into it. Right, stupid junction thing. Right, about another 50 odd K. If we see a parking place, then we'll pull in and check our level. See if we can make it on the fuel that I put in. 26% fuel we had when we left. Might be enough. If you have just joined, welcome. This is the Bundesliga DLC for Fernbus, and it is awesome. You've now got to transport football teams to the venues and back from the venues. You pick a league, you pick a team in the Bundesliga, and then the coach is put in that livery, and it's a new coach that comes with the DLC. And there's now also an economy mode to the game. You're given a budget each month. That's got to cover fuel, emptying of the toilet, washing of the coach, which you've also got to do now, snacks and drinks for the players on board the coach, and it's got to cover any damages that occur and maintenance. I left Augsburg by picking the team up that lost their match with 16 euros left of my budget. I've already had warnings from the club that if they have to bail me out anymore, I'll get the sack. So I haven't repaired the coach because it's very dented. I put the minimum amount of fuel in. I haven't cleaned it. So I'm hoping to get back to Bremen, which is where I'm heading now, which is 274 kilometres away, on the small amount of fuel that I've got left. I had 26% fuel when I left, and it was over 500 kilometres to do. So it adds a whole new dimension to this game. You've got to think about money, you've got to think about how you're driving, and the fact that you don't pick anymore where you're going to and from. The game tells you where you've got to go, because it's based on the next match in the season. So there's a home game where you just go to the stadium, watch the game, see if your team wins or loses, and then the away game, which currently, on the Friday before the match on the Saturday, I've driven the coach empty to the town where the game is, stayed overnight in a hotel, which you've got to pay for, and you've got to park your coach at a hotel. The following morning, you get up, you drive the coach to the train station, pick the players up, drive them to the stadium, and then watch the game, and then drive the players back again, which is flipping awesome. This is what Fernbus should have been from the get-go, because there's actually an economy model and a reason to play the game. And I love games where you've actually got to do a thing, you've got to follow a storyline, or you've got to do something, whereas this has now. It's not just a case of you're deciding where you're driving to and from. It's brilliant. It's really, really good. Right, 253k to go. So the next fuel place or parking place we come to, I will stop. and then see how much of this fuel we've got left. Hopefully enough to get us back to Bremen. Hopefully. If it's below 10%, then we're going to struggle. But I should imagine at sort of 10%-ish, we'd get a fuel warning light come on of some sort. And now we've got a really steep hill. If you have just joined, welcome. Yeah, this is the new Bundesliga DLC for Fernbus, and it is brilliant. DLC is coming out in 3 days, I found out today. Spaniards, they're coming out on the 30th. This will do for Fernbus what Single Player Bus Company Sim did for OMSI 2. Yes, definitely. Gave you a purpose for the game. As I said earlier, I don't think I'll be playing normal Fernbus for a while, because I'd quite happily go through the league with Bremen and then pick another team and go through the league again. Oh, damn it, I've been caught speeding. Hot chilies, no problem. It is really well worth it. I've been done for speeding. It's not on Steam yet. I think my guy at TML has probably gone home now. But I'll email him after I've done the stream and hopefully get a response back tomorrow. Because I thought it would have been on Steam by now. It may be on Aerosoft's site, because they're the publishers. So I've been caught speeding. And that comes out of my budget as well. So that's not good. Alright, so the next fuel station we see, we're going to have to pull in and check this fuel level, because I don't want to be running out really. Got 225 kilometers to go. We should make it, hopefully. But who knows? So it's 500 and something kilometers to start. We had 26% fuel. If we can find another fuel stop in the next 20 kilometers, if we've got anything less than 10%, we may struggle. Another one of the stupid blobs in the outside lane. I don't get those. I can see how they do work, but that just ends the outside lane there. Wonder if it'll be on sale when it comes out. Some games with discount when they first come out. I doubt it, because they want to get as much money for the new DLC as they can. I'll try and contact TML, see if they can, what the possibility be, see if I can get a couple of keys and do a giveaway at the weekend or something. Right, 207 kilometers. Really need to find that fuel stop now, or I'm going to be coming into Bremen on fumes, because with that speeding ticket I'm going to be in a minus, and that could have got me the sack. So this could be interesting. the waypoint gone? All the way over there. $200k. Can we do it? I did try and have a look after stream yesterday, but couldn't find anywhere to pre-order it. Or any info on aerosols paid. Is that on the 30th? Wait till then. Yeah, that's what TML told me this morning. It was the 30th. I am very surprised that it's not on Steam yet. I haven't found any major bugs, apart from the sat-nav one. So it seems to run okay. Let's see if I can email and drive. Probably not safe. Let's reply back to him now. Do you know when it will appear on Steam? Oh, yeah, don't. There you go. He's probably gone home. Well, I'll catch him literally at 5 o'clock. He's about to walk out the door. Right, 187 kilometres to go now. We're in fear of running out of fuel. And that's not a good thing. We've been done for speeding. We've been threatened with the sack already if we cost any more money. So that speeding ticket is going to come straight out and is going to put me in a minus. That's not good. So this could be my last trip driving from Bremen. I wonder then, if I did get the sack, whether I could reapply to Bremen again. Would it start at the beginning of the season? Or would it carry on from that point in the season? Because I'm not going to wait and hire a new driver for the next season. No, that's the one thing I've noticed it hasn't done, Graham. It doesn't tie in with XP. You don't get any XP for these journeys. So my leaderboard thing that I normally do for Fernbus, it doesn't appear. Because you're not getting scored at the end of each journey, because you haven't got paying passengers. So your XP doesn't go up. So I've done a lot of miles in this, so my XP should be flying at the moment, and it doesn't move. I'm actually dropping down the league table now in normal Fernbus. Yeah, it is a shame that it can't incorporate XP into it, because you're playing Fernbus after all. So I won't be able to do the leaderboard thing at the end of the videos. I will go back to normal Fernbus if some of this stuff gets implemented into normal Fernbus. Then I'll go back and look at it then. Right, we've got 168 kilometres to go. I really need to find a fuel station just to see if we can make it. The closer we get, I'm just thinking, well, we have to just go for it and hope now. I like how the different road surfaces make different noises. That road noise changed then, as well to this new road surface. That's pretty cool. So when we get back, we've got to drop the team back at the stadium and then find out if I've got the sack or not. Because of that speeding ticket, I'm definitely going to be in a minus. if we make it back, of course. The whole lack of fuel thing is a thing. We'll find out in the next 152 kilometers. See the fuel gauge. It's definitely down there. Is that the fuel light? So I saw the fuel light on. Yeah, I thought I saw a petrol pump then. Is that because I was going uphill or downhill? Yeah, low fuel level. There we go. We've got the warning on the dash now, if you can see that. For low fuel level. Just below the speed on the dash. Right, so here's a petrol station coming up. I'm going to pull in now. Just to see how much we've got. You recommended Flight Sim World yesterday when asked about wanting to try Flight Sim. I already have FSX in my Steam library. Must have been part of a humble bundle, I think. Would you say Flight Sim World will still be worth getting to learn? I think there are learning things in FSX. Bus status 1% fuel. Wow. That's not a lot of fuel. 1% fuel. Yeah, I think I need to put some fuel in. And then it'll run out now. Right, into neutral. Well, here's my current budget. I'm not going to put too much in. I'm going to go up to sort of here. If I'm going to get a sack, I'm going to get a sack. Yeah, I think you could be right, Hot Chilies. Well, let's go and do the last 129k then, and then get the sack. It's been nice working for you, Bremen. I've learned some stuff. But we're very likely to get fired. So yeah, I guess you meant to stop on the drive back to restock food. Yeah, I think that might be a thing. You might have to, certainly on long journeys like this, it may be a case of having to stop halfway and then restock, refuel maybe. But if you've got, if you've got the budget to do it, because they seem to eat everything and drink everything. But then would the actual coach stop? The driver, I suppose, needs a break. But in the normal Fernbus, you've only had that brake thing for passengers. And it's not been for the driver's sake, it's been for the passenger's sake. I've just got an email back from the guy at TML It'll be on Steam tomorrow. There we go. How's efficiency is that? So it'll be on Steam tomorrow, so you can pre-order it. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, they are passengers, I suppose, but they're not. It's a football team, isn't it? You know, they're drinking. So I'm guessing, yeah, will it be a thing? I can put that to TML to go. You know, should the break thing that we have to do in Fernbus, should that be a thing on these longer journeys for this then? So you've got to stop, get off, count the team back on again, and then it gives you an opportunity to restock with food and then refuel the coach if need be. Can't believe I've got to 1%. That's not a lot of percent. So hopefully we get back. If I lose my job, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens next. If I don't lose my job, then we'll see where the next game is. I'm going to get a budget again after the next home game. I've now learned that what you shouldn't do really is repair the coach. Servicing, I haven't done anything to anyway. That's going to have to be a case of do something at some point in the future. But repairing the coach doesn't seem to be a thing unless they complain. Well, if they sacked me, they're not going to complain about the state of the coach now, are they? But you don't get much fuel warning unless that was there for a little while. We don't get much fuel warning of running out of fuel. So maybe that needs to be addressed as well. Or was it there and I just wasn't looking at it? The thing is, you don't have a bus company enforcing brakes and stuff on you. It's up to you to decide if you stop. Well, that's true, I suppose. You're just an independent. Yeah, but from a driving law point of view, something like the UK, you can't drive more than 4 hours without a break. So the driver would have to stop. And we've been going 5 hours since we picked him up in game time. So logically, you would have a stop. The coach is a reserve tank, I think. It would have been quite interesting, actually, to have run out of fuel just to see what happens. There's no switch on the dash for another tank. I'll have a look when we get back. See if there is. I know motorcycles have a reserve. I used to use mine all the time. Cough and splutter down the road, switch it onto reserve and carry on, and then hopefully remember to fill up, and then switch it back to the main again. I go over in this lane because these stupid things that the AI don't know how to negotiate. He's going to pull over on me as well. You've certainly got to think. Right, 59 kilometres. So yeah, this whole first part of the stream, which is why I did want to do it off stream, is pretty much the journey back. So it's taken a good couple of hours at a time. Yeah, there's a car coming up the inside to do each journey. Now they're going to freak out now, aren't they? So I've got to get back on the inside. And there you go, I've just hit a car. So that's more money. And that was the AI's fault. Although technically I could just stop behind them, couldn't I? So that used 25% fuel to do 400 kilometers. So there's about a 1600 kilometer range then, roughly, on the coach. Got 42k to go to drop them back at the stadium. But yeah, really liking this. I haven't minded at all doing these long journeys. Get me set up to do flight sim, I suppose, where I'll be doing my round the world flight soon. Got to sort that out tomorrow as well. I might do a practice leg. Might do a straight flight stream tomorrow night. Might do some more of this tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Taken, good afternoon, evening? Good after evening. Good evening after. So probably go for another hour today. And then may come back this evening and do something else. So I'm really enjoying getting back into streaming. As you can tell, because I've done quite a lot. So if you are new and you like the content, don't forget to hit follow on Twitch. Don't forget you can use your free Amazon Prime subscription to help support the channel. If you're not already, follow on YouTube as well, where these videos go, but other content goes out as well. And why not, as you're there, join the Discord server. Do the whole lot. Go on. You know you want to. And even do as Scotty Too Hotty did yesterday. Donate. Go for it. Go for all 5. No, not been given a P45 yet. We're just on the way back there now. I am over budget. I was over budget when I refueled, and since then I've hit a car. So I think I'm going to get sacked. It's going to be a thing. I nearly ran out of fuel. I pulled into the fuel station with 1% fuel left. And I've got to remember this speed camera as I come into Bremen, because it's caught me every single time. Right, 10 kilometres to go. Right, it's a 60 along here. Can't see out the mirror, but I need to be in that lane anyway. No, it goes up to a 70, but then it's going to trick me. I've just had an email saying that KevKey112 is now following me on Twitch. Notification never came up on screen, but thank you, KevKey, for the follow. Much appreciated. If you're still watching, of course. Right, so off here again. Into Bremen. I don't know why Twitch alerts aren't coming up. I've got the host thing. Unless I've done something in Streamlabs. I'll check that out after the stream. down here, turn right. Right, this is where I've been done for speeding. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're paying attention. It's coming in here is where I've been done. The last time I was just over 50. So it goes to 100 here across the bridge. And then it goes down to a 50. So I'm just going to creep my way in. I don't know where the speed camera is. It's actually a visible thing. I'm sure it's along here. Yeah, it's there, isn't it? That black thing. Haha, it didn't get me. Ha 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 ha. The one on the motorway did, obviously, but that one didn't get me. Right, if you have just joined, yeah, this is the Bundesliga DLC. My team that I'm driving around is Bremen. So you get this special coach with the DLC, which has got tables and stuff inside, and you can pick whatever team you like from the league, and you'll have their paint job on there, and obviously your start and finish point will be that home stadium. I picked Bremen, not realising it's a far flipping way from everywhere. So I've done lots of mammoth journeys, as that one was, just over 500k, bringing the team back from its game. They've been on the coach since 6:30. It's now midnight. So in game time, that was a 6-hour drive. In real time, about an hour. So a lot of Fernbus driving, which is the whole purpose of the game. But now I've got to drop them back at the stadium and find out if I've got the sack. Because I am ridiculously over budget. So I nearly run out of fuel. 1% left isn't a lot when it comes to fuel. Definitely really am loving this game again. If you want to pre-order it, it will be on Steam from tomorrow, and release is the 30th, so a couple of days time for release. On Steam tomorrow, €20, which, based on the fact I've done about 8 hours in it in the last day and a bit, is well worth it. And I'm just about, I don't even know how far I am into the league. If there's 34 games, I've done 8. So a quarter of the way through, 8 hours gameplay. That's with one team. You can then obviously start again, pick another team. So we'll be driving to and from different stadiums. And you don't have to use this coach. You can use any coach you've got. So if you've got the Comfort Class DLC, you can use the Comfort Class coaches as well. Or you can use the Skyliner. You won't get the paint jobs for those. Whether that will be a thing in the future. But currently you won't get the paint jobs for them. Dan, no, just coming back now to see if I've been sacked. So here we go. So you've got to pull up back at the stadium. It's all happening any minute now. It is. So let the players off. Have a quick swig of my drink while I'm doing that. So players rematerialise outside. And they've got to shut the coach down. Turn the lights off. Somehow. There we go. get ourselves off the coach. Oh, I do love that. Right, well done, guys. Sorry you lost, but why are you looking over there? Okay. Right, so this is the bit now. You've got to go to the office. I'm too scared. Right, we've got an email. Dear Steve, I gave some feedback for your last trip with the team. The team found performance and the following things lacking. You've been caught speeding. There's been some collisions. That someone got stolen before he got out the vehicle. There wasn't sufficient food or beverages that you tend to speed. The good news is they are most satisfied with that your driving skills are very good. The bus was clean for the fans to take pictures of. Your punctuality, they love the quality of your service. So what was that other email? There's another email there. Yeah, the fuel tank. I'll go and check that out in a minute. So let's just see if I keep my job, shall we? Let's continue. It should now take us to the following Saturday, which it does. I've got an email. I've been sacked. Your ability to manage your budget is unacceptable. We can no longer offer any more credits and cannot continue to tolerate this kind of financial mismanagement. You will find your letter of dismissal on your desk. Also, you can spend the rest of your period of notice at home. You hereby receive a seasonal exclusion order from this club. Leave your club ID, vehicle papers and keys at the front desk. Oh. Enter your home stadium. Well, it's still going to let me go to the stadium. I'm guessing. I'm intrigued now. What happens now? I've been sacked, but I can still support the team, I guess. Yeah, well, I now know about managing the budget, so I can almost take this as a given. I feel some sort of affection for Bremen now. That if I started again, I'll almost want to do it again with Bremen. Right, let's skip this bit. Well, they won the game. They're now 6th in the league. Yeah, they said you're excluded for the season. Enter the club office. Okay, well, why is it getting me to go back to the office again if I've been sacked? This is interesting now. Because what would be the thing now is it's the end of the month. The next game goes into next month, so I would get my budget back again. Which would have been fine if I hadn't got done for those speeding offences. Although I wouldn't have made it on fuel, would I? I would have run out of fuel. Let's have a look now then, see what happens. Match date. Dismissal. You've received too many credits due to your budget mismanagement. You have to choose a new club. Right, well, we can now choose a new club. Never liked Word of Bremen anyways. Right, okay. How long have we been going? Hour and 20 minutes. We could do one. So Frankfurt, did someone say, was the one to go for? Is that the one in the middle of the map then? What club should we choose? Somebody's got really low budgets. I quite like the idea of a big budget. I could do with that. But is Frankfurt the one? Yeah, I'm not thinking about the budget. I'm thinking about its geographical location. I want something in the middle of the map. I can't look at the map from where I am. What? Who? What you? That's got me intrigued now. Carrier bags for unpacked perishable foods such as fruit, vegetables, meat, and fish. Yeah. So, okay. Larwood's doing his shopping. Are you playing Supermarket Simulator, Larwood? Is that a thing you're doing? What team then? Is it going to be Frankfurt? Frankfurt is middle, but in the west part there's Dortmund. Lots of teams. Well, Frankfurt's near the airport, isn't it? So I just go Frankfurt. Is that going to be a thing? Can't believe I got sacked. Well, I do believe I got sacked. I could choose a different coach this time as well. I could go for a comfort class. That might be a thing. I'll just go Frankfurt then. Right, your vehicle. So this is where we can choose. Wow, I like that paint job. So we got the man team bus, or we can have the standard bus. I could go comfort class, but I can't put the club repaint on it. So the only one I can actually have the repaint on, I could go Skyliner. But again, can't have the club repaint. So I think I might just stick with the man team bus because I quite like the way that looks. So we've changed to Frankfurt now then. And we've got to go Stuttgart. So we'll do the first one of these if we can. And then maybe end the stream for now. And then possibly come back tomorrow. There we go, nice shiny new coach. Into the club office. So where is it here? Where's my little dot? Over there. So we've got a whole new stadium now. A whole new roads to go to and from. I should have screenshotted the getting sacked really, shouldn't I? Right, got emails. Welcome to your club. Look forward to good cooperation for the coming season. We've got to click the mobile rates. We go with that one. Didn't know about your previous experience. Yeah, I haven't done the whole reference thing. So today's Monday. Next match is Saturday. So is this home? Get into your bus? I'm guessing not. Well, it looks an easier place to get in and out of. The bus actually looks quite smart. I must take a screenshot of that. Hashtag thumbnail. Oh, look, there's a team. Ah, so we actually taken them this time. Oh, that's cool. Right. Hi guys. I'll be with you in a minute. Oh, they've already got on board. Okay, no, it's fine. You just get on. Don't worry about me then. Right, so Drive to stadium in Stuttgart. Let's set up everything on here first though. Wi-Fi, kitchen, toilet, reading lights, passenger lights, aircon. Set at 20. Lock doors. Nope, don't lock doors. Now lock doors, there we go. Ah, so look at this fuel tank thing. Where do you reckon it was then? Where was 7? Lift up, never brake-matic on, rear lift up, front lift up. Never actually seen a use for those. Trailing axle, manual particle filter, automatic particle filter. Nothing I can see, Larwood. Right. Put it in gear. Oh, 143k, we can do that. So what we'll do is we'll take the team to and from, and then we'll end the stream for this one. Don't know. I think it's just adding a bit to the simulation of the game. Right, it's the same coach, different livery. Didn't like Bremen anyway. We'll see if we can get there and back. We're going to need snacks and things, though, aren't we? So I'm guessing I haven't got any. Dirty diesels. I do like a diesel. So we haven't got snacks. So I'm thinking I've got to stop on the way out. But I didn't get any choice other than to let them get on the coach. Well, yeah, diesels are a lot cleaner than they used to be. Oh, good with the green lights. No speeding this time. It was the accidents that was the thing, and the fact that I repaired the coach from the accident. So it's now made me actually drive or think about driving a lot better. I was just driving my normal Fernbus way before. But quite nice to come in and out of Frankfurt now. And 143k for the first trip, which is absolutely fine. So they're going to moan that I've got no snacks on board. That is going to be a thing. Ooh, that was close. But if I do pass a petrol station on the way out, then I will stop and fill it up with snacks and drinks and things. Which don't be stop moaning. If you have just joined, this is the Bundesliga DLC for Fernbus. I've just been sacked from my previous club where I drove for Bremen because I spent too much of the budget. And now I've switched allegiance. I'm now driving for Frankfurt. And I've now learned from my mistakes driving for Bremen. So things should improve now. Hopefully driving for Frankfurt. Right, so here's a petrol station up here. So I'll now go in here and fill up with snacks and things. So I can actually leave the thing. I can't open the door, can I? So I've locked the flipping thing. Bear with me. No, 5. Unlock doors. Okay. Right, let's go into the shop. Oh god. Which again is a whole new thing for the game. Here's something to go and fill up with snacks and things, so and we'll put lots of beer, lots of water and some more of those. So we've got 200 capacity. That's what it's cost. So there we go. So let's get back on board. Sit ourselves down. Actually, if you are new, do you want to see the inside of the coach? So it's not like the normal coach. We've now got tables and things here and the refueling sign. So the guys can actually sit down with tables and stuff. So they're all wearing their football gear. And yeah, really, really nice. This coach comes as part of the DLC. But you can use your ordinary coaches as well. Right, that should keep them occupied now. Drinks and snacks. Now we've got to get them to the game. Out this way. Hopefully this time we don't have any accidents and we come back and our budget's okay. There's not very long to go. We should be fine. What we'll do is we'll go to this game and we'll come back to Frankfurt, and then we will end the stream, and then I'll come back this evening with something else. It's a bank holiday here in the UK and I haven't got work tomorrow, so I can come back and do something else for a few hours this evening. So we've got 150k to go to our game. So it's the first time I've actually taken the team from their stadium to the stadium. When we drove from Bremen, they were getting the train everywhere. Okay, let's... Oh, I thought it was over to our left. No, we are going straight round here. Yeah, well, at least we now know when you do get sacked, you can just go and work for another team. I'm guessing I could have just gone and worked for Bremen again. But it started the league again now. Oh, okay, Mr. Mondeo, you just pull in front of me. You Mondeo drivers. So at least now driving for Frankfurt as we do after we got sacked, it should be central to the map. So all the journeys shouldn't be that long, in theory. And if you have just joined, welcome. This is the Bundesliga DLC for Fernbus, where I was driving for Bremen and got sacked because I spent more than my budget. So now I've switched allegiance and now love Frankfurt. Boring car for boring people. Is that a dig at Mondeo's? Their Mr. BMW driver. Okay, so round we come. Ford equals fix or repair daily. Found on roadside dead is the other one. I've had my Mondeo 10 months now. Absolutely love it. Anyway, so about the game. So 140k, we got to drop them off at the stadium, watch the game, and then drive them back again. And hopefully we can survive the month on the budget we get. So we've got to clean the coach, we've got to repair the coach, we've got to put food and drink on the coach, empty the toilets, pay any fines and things, which hopefully I don't get this time. But at least when we do come back, we haven't got to drive that far at night now. So as I said, we'll do this one, the there and back, and then we'll end the stream, and may well carry on with this again tomorrow afternoon, but we'll see. I need to actually record some content for YouTube that isn't Twitch. But it's nice to be driving in daylight, as we've driven most of these past couple of streams at night, it seems. So 12:48 in the afternoon, the game's at 3 o'clock, so I've got to make sure I get them there in a reasonable amount of time. Because if we get any hold-ups or I get lost or something, and they can't really afford to be late for the game. So maybe me stopping to buy stuff might actually make them late. But I didn't get any choice. I opened the door, they got on. So I don't know how much else I could have done without them actually getting on the coach. Oh yeah, we'll see. At least we've only got a short journey to do this time. Welcome back, Bob. I've pretty much been sat here since midday, apart from nipping out for half an hour, and we'll be back again, no doubt, in a couple of hours' time. With another stream. Right, don't need fuel because it gave us a full tank, which is rather nice. And with this short journey, we shouldn't, in theory, unless we get done for speeding, which is always a possibility. Hopefully, we don't get any accidents. Back in that right-hand lane, and hopefully. We don't get any charges or anything. When's trucking happening? Next Friday I'll do an organised trucking stream. I'll do a truck on Wednesday and post it, and then do a planned start. So Friday night for some trucking. Oh, that's the thing. So 1 o'clock, 86k to go. They're going to get there after 2 o'clock, I think. Possibly. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to stream tonight. If I do come back tonight, I don't know what I'm going to stream yet, so I'm not going to plan anything. Chemansky. Be nice to have a break from driving something. Okay, so off here. Nice quick stretch of motorway. 70 kilometers to go to the stadium. Hopefully we get them there in time for the match. I would have thought they would have left a bit earlier than they did, actually. You know, not ridiculously early as I was taking them there in the last one. That was 6 a.m. Stay green, stay green. Yeah, thank you. Oh, another green light. We like that. If it stays green. Yep, all good. And we're doing well with the green lights. Have you got anything like for ATS? I'd like to do a drive with you and the guys. We don't do ATS that often. Normally once a month or so. Nothing planned. What I might do is leave ATS until Oregon comes out, and then that gets an MP, because every time we do ATS we all agree it's just a bit boring compared to ETS2. Oh, I'm speeding. So nothing planned, Bob. I like ATS, I like the way it looks, but it's just not as interesting and diverse as ETS2. Right, up hills. Definitely wary of speed limits. Where's the waypoint? Over there. 55 kilometers to go. And we've got an hour and a half before the match starts. Yeah, we did one about 5-6 weeks ago, I think it was. And a couple of people left before the end of the stream. It just wasn't enjoyable. Well, that's their idea, Szymanski, is that eventually they will do every state, but they're just so slow. It is going to take, what, 7 years or something to do every state at this rate, and by then we won't be playing that anymore. There'll be other games out by then, so they're too slow at it. You know, look at the size of each state compared to what we got in ETS2. It's just not on the same level. It is, because that's where the money is. You look at the amount of server, I think there's one server now on ATS for MP. Right, we've got 40 kilometers to go. And then we'll see if we can cheer on Frankfurt. So if you're new, this is the Bundesliga DLC coming out in 3 days' time for Fernbus, and it is awesome. It is an absolute game changer of a DLC. We've got an economy model in it now. There's actually a reason to do the game, to play the game. It is epic. Yeah, it will be expensive. And Bob, yeah, honestly, I haven't looked at the farm. So many things I wanted to do the last few days. Obviously away last week. Saturday was travelling and recovering from travelling. Sunday I spent all day on here. Today I've spent all day on here. Tomorrow I could do with not being here on here all day. But Wednesday I've got nothing planned. At the moment I'm not back at work till Thursday. So I will try and do the farm on Wednesday, then maybe stream it Friday night and do a bit of a farm reveal. So yeah, plenty to do. I've also got to look at flight. I've got to try and sort that out and get this round the world flight logistics sorted. It's just not enough time. I really want to spend some time in this and concentrate on this. That's why there's a few YouTube videos going out of these Twitch streams. It does. Right, 18 kilometers to go. We'll get them there in time for the game. But I'm really trying not to speed. I don't want to be doing that. So we'll get them there, we'll watch the game, we'll bring them back, we'll get the overview, and then I'll end the stream. Hopefully they win. It's certainly nicer roads. And nice to be a short journey. What's been on specs of Fernbus? Don't know. I'd probably say something around an i5, 16 gig of RAM. The machine I had before this was an i5 with a 970 in it, running 16 gig of RAM, and it was maxed out playing this game. This is the game that made me buy a new gaming rig. I had the same issues with American Truck Sim as well. So Unreal 4, as good as it looks, is a bit of a power monkey. Although since then they have had some updates that have made the game a lot smoother, so it may run on a lower spec machine. But check the specs on the Steam page. But now with this, I can actually recommend Fernbus now. What I would say is buy Fernbus and buy the DLC, and it will give you a lot of game time. Right, green light, yay. That seemed to be a long way round, because now we're still 7 kilometers away, and it's 7 minutes past 2, and the game starts at 3. And I think I get penalised if I get them there late. And where the heck is it taking me now? I'm guessing I've got to go over, down and round. Been looking at game rig on Prime, 225 quid operating system. No operating system, I can sort that. ATS has been out 2.5 years, and once Oregon comes out, we'll have 16% of the area of the USA. Well, there you go. That just shows how long it's going to take them to finish the USA. I almost think what they should do is give up. I think they should just stop American Truck Sim and focus on ETS2. Right, we're now 8 kilometers away. We're getting further away from the flipping stadium. We're getting very lucky on these. You can buy Windows really cheap if you know where to look, Bob. But you already have a copy of Windows, you might be able to transfer it. Alright, for those of you who haven't seen it then, here's the new coach in the Frankfurt livery now, looking rather nice. So depending on what team you pick, you get the livery for this coach as a thing. Right, so we've got to turn left. Down here. That was green. 40 minutes to get them to match. Yeah, they're going to run out straight out of the coach, straight onto the field. Well, apart from stopping to get snacks, I've done quite well. I think it'll only penalise me if they get back after 3 o'clock. So stadium's that way. We do seem to have come in a really strange way. Yeah, we've got 36 minutes before the game. That's absolutely fine. And 4K to go. We've got to find where to park. So there's the stadium. Now we've got to come in and do the parking thing. In here. Thank you. At least we can park close by. They're fine, they've got 29 minutes. Let the players off, okay. Yeah, shouldn't you be in there, guys? Right, we won't go for all this. And 1-1. So that puts us 7th. Oh, now Bremen are flipping 4th. Typical, isn't it? So first match of the season, we're 7th in the league. And now we got to drive them back again. Which is what we'll do. So shut the door. Yeah, you can actually watch the match. Right, so now I've got to drive them back to the stadium again, and then I'll end the stream. Once you see how badly we did. So that is really cool. Short drive. We drew, we didn't win, and now we've got to check out the league to see how we're doing now as Frankfurt. And then we drive them back again. No, that little screen that came up with the football pitch on it, you actually watch the ball go backwards and forwards, and you get the goal come up on that. So you don't actually interact, but you watch it. So you can actually just sit there and watch. It's not in real time, obviously. You can sit there and watch the football match, which is quite cool. Alright, we've now got to make a convoluted way back out of wherever the heck we are. getting out here will probably take longer than it did to get on the freeway to here. Stuttgart, that's the one. Oh, that might have been a red light. Straight on. Oh, it might have been red as well. What team was it we just saw? Stuttgart we played, wasn't it? Thankfully, don't get penalised for running red lights, because that would have been a thing. Right, now I've got to make our way back then, 151 kilometres. Yeah, I should at least watch the first half, maybe, of each match. Yeah, they're all pretty quiet back there. I'll make our way back now to Frankfurt. And hopefully not get done for speeding or have any collisions. And then we'll see how we do with this one. That's not like Steve's normal passengers. Quiet, exactly. Right, go. Definitely seems a strange way to come out of Stuttgart. Straight out onto country roads and then get back onto a freeway. I would have thought it would have been straight onto freeway personally, but okay. They don't complain about steering misbehaviour. No, that's a good thing as far as I'm concerned. And when I've clipped barriers and stuff, there's not a word from the team. There was no speed cameras along here. See, here we have to say there's a speed camera and we have to pre-warn of it. Doesn't appear to be the case in Germany. Let's put the main beam on. There we go. So yeah, we've got to take the team back then when we get a bit of a debrief email to see what they thought of my driving, and then you start all over again. The next game will be a home game. So you walk into the stadium, watch the home game, and then the next game's an away game. Then you take them to that one, then you come back and get a debrief, and every month you get your budget topped up. So servicing and stuff, what I would say is save as much money as you can from your budget. Maybe don't say anything because they're all that afraid. Probably. Fair, most time you can blast it in Germany legally, so the few times you have a limit, it's bad if you get caught. Yeah, they've only been coming into towns mainly, which is where you'd expect a speed camera and a fixed speed limit. But there are some restricted autobahns, aren't there? There are unrestricted sections where you can just go for it, but then there are restricted sections. One thing I didn't do, I didn't stop and top up the snacks and drinks on the way out, so perhaps I should have done that. Being this small a distance, I don't think fuel is going to be an issue, because we know we can get about 1,600 miles out of this thing. But we'll see what the debrief's like when we get back. At least we know we haven't got an hour's drive in real time back. You only have some parts where you have no speed limit. Yeah, people got the misconception that every autobahn in Germany is limit free, but there's only certain bits of it that are. So yeah, then what I'll do, what's the time now? 5:10. Should be off of here by about 5:20, I reckon. I'll then take an hour's break, maybe till 7 o'clock actually, and then come back and stream something else. I don't know what yet, but I do fancy just chilling and streaming with you guys for a couple more hours this evening. So I should imagine the limits, the bits without speed limits, are quite dangerous. Biggest issue I've found, because obviously I've done a lot of miles this last week up and down the motorways. Biggest issue I've found is people middle lane hogging here, so just sat in the middle lane, so you've got to go out and round them. People undertaking, which is not a thing you can do here in the UK, and people driving too slow. Certainly on dual carriageways that I had up in Scotland, that were still a 70, and people crawling along at like 40 miles an hour, which is more dangerous because you'd be in 70 and you come up behind them, then have to brake and get out round them. People don't know how to drive fast in this country, and 70 isn't fast. And then you've got to watch out for the idiots. You know, there's a few times I was in the outside lane. I have a cruise control set at 70. I'm in the outside lane overtaking a couple of trucks, and you get idiots come herring up behind you that are quite clearly doing 100 plus. Yeah, it's not the speed that's different. It's dangerous. That's the difference. See, you know, someone's doing 40 and a 70. That's the bit that's dangerous. Or I'm doing 70 and someone's coming up behind me doing over a ton. That's also dangerous. But yeah, so yeah, had a few interesting moments on the motorways and dual carriageways over the last week. When I arrived in Scotland, I summed up Scotland in 2 words: dual carriageway, because that's pretty much all it was from when I entered Scotland, and only went as far as Perth. I drove through Germany with a trailer, so 100 kilometres versus 200 kilometres. Yeah, we're restricted here when you're towing to 60 miles an hour, so 100 kilometres an hour. Yeah, again, saw people with caravans and stuff not sticking to that. It could be why they introduce learners on motorways, because people don't know how to drive on motorways. My ex was scared of motorways, wouldn't drive on them. And yet it's one of the easiest roads to drive on because everything's going in the same direction. Just keep an eye on your mirrors and you're fine. Yeah, I've seen pictures of your boat trailer, Szymanski. So 85 kilometres back then to, I was about to say Bremen then, back to Frankfurt. And we'll get the debrief, and then, as I said, we'll end the stream there because I'm very hungry now. I haven't eaten today, so I need food. I'm very thirsty as well. My bottle of orange squash ran out about an hour ago. And it's quite warm in here, 80.8 degrees. Nips, doing okay, thanks very much. Yeah, there have been a few stupid speeders like that. Right, so there's the prime case. Look, I've got to get right out into the outside lane from the inside lane just to overtake this idiot that's sat in the middle lane. And now, I'll bet he'll speed up. There you go. Well, yeah, you get that lot with old people as well, driving the wrong way up the roads. Like, what? It's okay going fast with it, it's heavy. But those tiny trailers start jumping around when faster than 100. Yeah, we're not allowed to tow at more than 60 miles an hour in the UK. That's the speed limit you're towing, is 60. So far, I haven't been done for speeding, I haven't crashed into anything. This could be my best journey yet. Possibly. We'll see when we get the other end. Although we haven't made it here, have we? There's still every opportunity going for us to hit something or to get caught by a speed camera. And why does this country stop when it snows, but Scandinavian countries, like, well, yeah, we haven't got the right grit. Our grit couldn't cope with snow. People don't know how to drive in snow. We haven't got snow chains. People are scared of, you see people slow down excessively when it's raining. With modern tyres and modern brakes now, you don't need to. Nips, yeah, I pretty much spent 6 hours yesterday streaming. This is hour number 4 plus today. And we'll be back later this evening as well for some more. Again, driving a trailer, people don't know to add extra width when they're turning corners. People certainly can't reverse them. Short trailers are difficult because you can't see it sometimes, but easy when you're driving because you don't really have to allow for it. Longer trailers and like caravans and stuff, you've got to really think, even when going into bends, about allowing room for the swing of the trailer. Reversing's easy on something longer like the one you've got, Shemansky. But when you've got a short trailer, it can be tough. Again, I've seen people on caravan sites just can't reverse it, so we'll just unhook the caravan and push it in. Because they just can't reverse. Exactly. Oh no, GG X5 driver, you just pull out in front of me. Right, so we've got 17 kilometres to go to get us back to the stadium. We'll get the debrief on how we did, and then I'll end the stream and then be back with something different at about 7 o'clock tonight. So come off here. And off here. caravan people barely count as drivers. I've never owned one, but I have spent a couple of hours the last couple of evenings watching a really interesting guy do reviews on them. I've had to tow one a few times, but I've never owned one. It is something I would consider in order to sort of get away at the weekends and stuff. Right, I guess we've got to come off again here. Yes, we have. So yeah, we're about to start the league again now because someone got fired. Hopefully because of the position of Frankfurt, it's going to be easier now. Certainly from a YouTube video point of view, I can just record stuff for YouTube now. So do a there and back. Or even just do a there and then a back in a separate YouTube video. Where's our waypoint? Someone's nicked a waypoint. It's over there. Right, I'm keeping up with the flow of traffic now. So hopefully I don't get done by a speed camera. They are going to complain possibly about the speeding, and they are going to complain about the lack of food, I think. You're just going to barge over here, aren't you? I've got to come off again. Take this inside lane. There we go. If you are new and have enjoyed the streams and you do have Amazon Prime, you do get a free Prime subscription with your Amazon Prime. So if you want to help support me and help support the channel, you can use that. It doesn't cost you anything, but I gain from it. So it'd be awesome if you did that. If you are enjoying the stream as well and you don't follow me already, click that follow button and you'll see when I'm live, which will be in under 2 hours time again for something else. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm actually trying to concentrate a bit more on the speed and stuff now. I don't want to fail. I certainly don't want to get sacked again. I don't want that to be a thing. There you go, and if you are new as well, there's a link to the YouTube channel where this content will be going out, but other stuff as well. Train sim, bit of flight, bit of OMSI, bit of everything in there. Yeah, the sat-nav in the game now is saying 222 kilometers to my destination, which isn't very far away. So there's a shop we can go to, but where would you park? Pull up on the side of the road, I'm guessing. So left here. So back to the stadium, which is 12k away. Drop the team off. It has only taken just over 2 hours in game time, so that's a lot better. Desperately trying not to speed. I was very tempted to run the red light then. So there's our coach from the outside, the Frankfurt livery on it, which is pretty awesome. Steve, we heard about your failure at Werder and have read you're leaving my athletes without food. You're sacked. Yeah, they will complain about the food, but I think it's the budget that's going to get you sacked. Unless there is enough complaints. I bought food on the way. They should have saved some for on the way back. Yeah, thank you, Dan. I did miss that. I was looking at the outside of the coach. And we got a green light. And another red light. Come on, the end is near. I need food. Come on, come on. Anytime today. Lights. Go, go, go. Okay, stadium's round to the right. We should face the final curtain. Yeah, hopefully not. I don't get sacked yet. It's the first job. I've done a good job this time. I haven't been done for speeding. I haven't crashed into anything. Got them there on time. May have forgotten to feed them and give them drink, but you know, that's irrelevant. Only ran a couple of red lights. Yeah, yet. Thank you, Shemansky. You've all got such faith in me, haven't you? Yeah, I think Bob was honest for that one. Alright, here we are then. At least this is easier to get in and out of than the other one, driving through those flipping hedges. And there we go. There are different kinds of faith. There are indeed. Okay, let's let them off then. And off they'll get. Number 7. Turn the lights off. Should really turn everything else off, shouldn't I? Oh, that's all off anyway. Let's do that. Shut the door. Shut the door. And enter the club office, which was... where the hell was that? That way. And then see how he did. Or putting out their mobiles. He'd have probably been on them the whole journey back. Okay. No offence, but your team's bus driver and not their barkeeper. I do understand that the team needs to celebrate their victories, but they're on a strict diet. A beer here and there is okay, but don't turn a bus into a rolling pub. Take this warning seriously, I'm not kidding. I've got some feedback for the last trip with the team. The team found performance of Volon King's lacking. There wasn't sufficient food or beverages. They tend to speed. That's better than before. The driving skills are good. You've secured the vehicle. The bus was clean for the fans to take pictures of. You're punctual and they love the quality of your service. Awesome. But I got them drunk. So I've still got 9 grand of my budget. Because all I've spent so far is food. I haven't had to put any fuel in. Bus status. No food. fine on fuel, need to empty the toilet, I need to give it a clean, and then maintenance. Yeah, that's all good. Look at that, not a single dent. That is awesome. Well, what we'll do then is we will save that there, and we will quit back to there. So there we go. I will end that there. Really enjoyed doing this. Might be back tomorrow afternoon to do some more of this. If not, you will certainly see it on YouTube as a series. Now we've got less distance to go. My thanks to everybody that's watched the streams today. I will be back at 7 o'clock this evening, so an hour and a half time to do something else. I don't know what yet. I haven't decided. I'll sit down in front of the PC about 5 to 7 and fire something up. But I'll stream about 7 o'clock, probably for 2 or 3 hours again tonight, and be back then. So if you're around, yeah, we'll appreciate you watching. Thanks to all the new people that have been in chat. Hopefully you'll come back, and don't forget to join the Discord server if you haven't already. And I'll catch you all again very soon.